Hi everyone, Sarah here again today, and I am sharing another layout with the Joy Kit from Mercy Tiara Kit Club. I really am enjoying this kit. This is BoBunny gold paste. Let me get it and see exactly what it's called. It's just stencil paste, BoBunny gold stencil paste. And this stuff is awesome. Don't leave your brush or palette knife with the stuff on it or your stencil because it dries so fast and it makes it harder to get off. But it works so well. I love it. So here I have some press and seal over to the side because I couldn't find my little palette, and I had put some on that so I didn't make a huge mess. And that way I can also break it up and reuse it. So I went ahead and put what was left over back in the container, and I sat my page off to the side because again, I'm not patient and I want to keep working. So I'm pulling out papers. I am not sure when I start this layout what I really want to do. I know that I have multiple photos, and I pulled out a tool I don't use very often right here, my envelope maker. I've had this thing, I don't know how many years. I used to use it all the time, not so much anymore. So I figured I would pull out something that I hadn't used in a while, just found some things in my stash that I hadn't really messed with in a while. So I pulled this out and I decided to use it on this layout. I am going to kind of stick it together in a little weird way, I guess. I folded the centerpiece down where they connect, where the two sides fold over so that it was flat. And I don't know why I didn't do it before I added the score tape and taped this down. But the top side, I'm actually going to tuck in. So, because it would be covered up anyways, so not a big deal. I have 3 photos of one of my daughters from sitting in front of the Christmas tree, reading one of her books. Of course, I just kind of was trying to do some cute photos. I had said that previously. And this was one of them. And it was nice, though, because she actually sat there and read her book to me until it became a laugh fest, which I also had scrapbooked some of those photos previously. So one of the sheets that came in this kit and the paper pattern paper add-on that I also got had these cute tags. And so what I'm doing is I'm going to go ahead and use these tags and cut my photos into the shape of them and adhere my photo to the opposite side. Like I love that floral side. It's gorgeous. But for some reason, since the envelope was red, white, and green, I figured I was going to kind of stick in that direction. Even though on the candy cane one, there's some pink too. That's just how my brain worked for some reason. I don't know. So that's what I did. And here I went ahead and grabbed one of my tags and kind of traced around the photo since I didn't want to cut the photo down until I knew, where they went. So I just traced it down and then I just stuck the tag where the lines were and went ahead and punched the little hole out. I didn't make you watch the third one. But that way they'll all go in there. You're not gonna see all of them right there on the page, and that's okay with me. I stuck that December red piece in the back was also from another sheet of paper. I had cut it apart into a bunch of like little tags and stuff to use, and the bottom piece, the floral underneath, is I cut Merry Christmas, a banner off of that, and stuck it on another layout for a title. Here I'm cutting another tag, but I wanted it longer, and I'm using a piece of paper from the Vicky Bouton 6x8 paper pad, and I'm sticking it back there. I also cut that other one, I think it says Making Memories. So I added that as well, and I'm going to rough up the edges of each of these and tuck them back. I can pull these, and especially inside of a page protector, I can make them to where they sit up a little higher and they don't fall down as much. So I'm not really that worried about that. I know that they're there. It gives me a place when I actually pull the tags out, because I'm getting ahead of myself. I adhere that Making Memories piece behind the photo. Oh, it's making a list. That's what it is. I can see it now. I actually can remove my photos and write on that. And when I am done with this layout, I actually do that. I don't show it, but I tack that down to the background. So removing the photos is the only way to actually write on that or even read it. So I kind of like the fact that I have that little hidden journaling back there. I pulled out a bunch of the ephemera and I start layering those up as well. I do cover up a lot of the background, not all of it, because I like the fact that it peeks out. I love the touch of gold, and I like the little snowflakes from the stencil. I think they're really cute. I really love the stencil pack that came with this kit. It's so pretty. There's 3 stencils that come in the pack, so it's awesome. Here I'm going to go ahead and start, tucking some more things here and there. I pull out the thickers here, and I'm trying to figure out which ones I'm going to use. If, I cut that one down, and then I'm sitting here and I started messing with something, and I had to leave this in. Sorry. I pulled a piece off that was sticking up and kind of bubbled, and that's what Wish looked like behind it. It looks so cool. And it'll work with a lot of the Paige Evans stuff, and I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna have to play with that with something else. Anyways, and then I chose a completely different title, and it's Merry&Bright. That was completely random and everything, but it was so cool. I couldn't believe and there was just this little bitty piece that looked funny, and I was trying to pick it off, and it pulled off, and I saw color underneath it, and then it was a whole different color under. It was awesome. Here I'm actually gluing things down, and I do use glue because I am using the that mixed media on the background. I wanted to make sure that it adhered because it does cause some dimension, and I don't want my stuff falling off my page later because there wasn't enough adhesive. Here I'm going to go ahead and stick my envelope down. I am using score tape because, again, a lot better hold, and I'm adding some glue as well, just so that I can go ahead and get that all on there. Here, I'm only going to put glue on the left-hand side of my heart there because the envelope is higher up. I added a little bit of adhesive behind that December red piece and behind that tag right there. And I'm going to add a little adhesive behind the making a list. I am not adding adhesive behind any of my photos. And, I also took that as an opportunity to drink some coffee. Here I pulled some of the foam stickers from the 12 by 12 sheet that you get. And I'm sitting here trying to figure out what I want to use, if I want to use a piece from the ephemera pack or if I want to use that foam sticker up there. And I'm going through and pulling out some other pieces. That banner piece says Merry Christmas. I also tucked that present behind those hearts. And so I'm going to go ahead and rough the edges up on this and add that there. These are from the Vicky Bouton thicker sheet that you see there. And I'm going to go ahead and start gluing some of these. There's the acetate pieces as well. That have the gold, and I'm just adding a little bit of glue behind a lot of these because of the fact that what's on the background, I don't want it to pick up. I don't want it to fall off later or anything like that. So I'm just making sure, So here I'm adding a little more glue to this heart, again only to one side so that it doesn't stick up too much or try to adhere flat on 2 different levels. So I went ahead and added a little more glue, tucked another poinsettia leaf back there on the right-hand side, cleaning up my desk area because I'm not sure what I want to do. I just know that I'm not happy with all the white. So I'm trying to find some pieces that I might want to use. And so I just take a chunk out of the bottom of my layout. I thought I was going to use that red and green plaid. I don't. I do use that green piece from the 6x8 paper pad. That's what that is right there. And like I said, I thought I was going to use this and I decided against it. I decided to use this gorgeous glitter paper that came in the kit. And so I'm going to go ahead and rough my edges up really quick before I adhere the glitter. And yes, I'm using liquid glue for that one too, because again, all that texture, I want it to adhere well. So I went ahead and did that. And of course, I'm not satisfied, so I'm going to chop a chunk out of the top right-hand side of it as well. I'm going to use the same papers to, add behind it. So you saw me mark there where my bread will go. And then I've got to grab my green and make sure that it'll work back there as well. And I'm going to put it on an angle. So I'll add the glue and then I'll trim off the rest of it, afterwards. Right there. it just takes a second to trim it off, no big deal. Rough the little edges up and then add some more glue on the glitter paper, and then that does it. Go ahead and, you know, makes it good and stick down, and I'll rough up the edges a little more, and that finishes this layout. I really enjoyed how this turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the process video. Make sure to check out Mercy Tiara Kits, the Facebook group as well. Come along and see what everybody creates. Join in if you have the kits as well. And make sure to like and subscribe so you're notified when I upload again. Thanks. Bye.